Hey guys, Rollia or Taylor here, and today I'm back with another Division weekly vendor reset. Let's cut to the chase and start with the blueprints this week. So kicking it off, we have the ACR blueprint, followed by the converted USC, a stamina mask, a stamina vest, a quick release magazine, a heavy magazine, and then finally a performance gear mod blueprint. As a special equipment vendor, obviously the exotics stay the same, but the talents on the exotic weapons do re-roll. So the Cassidy this week rolled with Adapt and Deadly, the Pecan rolled with Vicious and Brutal, the Historian with Talented and Ferocious, the Liberator with Accurate, Adapt and Destructive, and the Centurion with Expert and Responsive. These last two are the ones I want to talk about a little bit here. So you could either keep Accurate and roll off Adapt for something like Competent or Responsive, and that'd be a very good Liberator. You could even keep Adapt if you wanted and roll off Accurate for, like I said, one of the many good talents in this game. The Centurion also rolled really well with Responsive and Expert, makes it almost an ideal pistol. And if you pick up the Liberator and you have the spare Phoenix credits, then it might be worth picking up the Centurion as well, because then you'll get that Free Republic buff. At the advanced weaponry vendor, we have the M45A1 pistol, a first wave Vector rolled with Brutal, Swift and Accurate, a G36 enhanced with Adapt, Sustained and Focused, a double barrel sawn-off with Commanding, Vicious and Trained, the SRS A1 rolled with Skilled, Toxic and Ferocious, and then the classic RPK 74 has rolled with Capable, Fierce and Self-Preserved. So that's the base of operations vendors done for weapons. We're now going to have a look at weapons within New York as well as gear, and then that will be followed with the gear mods as well as weapon attachments. At the Dark Zone vendor in the base of operations, that's a lightweight M4. It's rolled with Predatory, Focused and Brutal. It's not one of the best rolls, but it's definitely not the worst. Roll off Focused for something like Destructive and you've got yourself a really nice PvE lightweight M4. In Dark Zone 31st Street Checkpoint, there's a really nice M700 carbon here, rolled with Cool Headed and Brutal, and then obviously the free talent is always going to be Elevated. It's got a 92% damage roll on it, and the only thing I can recommend here is rolling Elevated for something like Competent, and it is almost a pretty much god-rolled M700 carbon. Now if you have the 400 odd thousand Dark Zone credits, then do not hesitate to purchase this one this week. This is in Dark Zone West 31st Street Checkpoint. In the Dark Zone 3 safe house, there's a tactical ACR here rolled with Destructive, Predatory and Unforgiven. The fact that Unforgiven is in the free slot makes this weapon really interesting, and I'd probably recommend it in an Alpha Bridge build, mainly because that one is in the free slot. The damage roll is also pretty good at, I believe, around an 80% damage roll. This is in the Dark Zone 3 safe house vendor. Now we're checking out some gear that I think might be worth picking up during this week's vendors. And starting off at D09, we have this decent Striker's Harness. It's got almost max roll on health as well as skill haste, and it does come with ammo capacity as well. The only problem is the stamina isn't as high as it could be. But apart from that, this is a very nice Striker's chest, and I definitely recommend picking it up if you do have the DZ credits for it. Staying in DZ09, we also have a pair of defense gloves. The stamina is pretty average, but it's rolled with skill haste and SMG damage. Simply roll off pistol damage for crit hit chance and you've got yourself a very nice pair of defense gloves for your defense build. Both of these are in DZ09. Unfortunately guys, I couldn't find much gear to point out this week, so we're going to skip straight to the gear mods. And starting off in DZ West 46th Street Checkpoint, we have this 5.5% first aid self-heal. These I have about 6 or 7 of, and I'm always applying them to my builds, and I definitely recommend you picking up some if you don't have any of these at all. They're always really handy and they do make a big difference. So this was DZ West 46th Street Checkpoint. In Dante's Run safe house, there's a 4% turret damage performance mod here. Obviously, this goes without saying, if you're using a turret, whether that's Firecrest or something else, then I definitely recommend picking up a couple of these this week. Taking a look at some weapon attachments, we're starting in Dark Zone East 40th Street Checkpoint. Here we have a small grip red rolled with crit hit damage, stability and optimal range. Especially because this grip has one of the highest crit hit damage rolls on it, I believe. So guys, this is in DZ East 40th Street Checkpoint. In the checkpoint just below that, so East 34th Street, we have a compensator rolled with 13% stability, 3% crit hit chance, and 4% crit hit damage. The main reason I'm showing this one off is because of the crit hit chance and the crit hit damage rolled on it. So this is in 34th Street checkpoint. In DZ West 46th Street checkpoint, we have a rugged mini reflex sight. This is rolled with crit hit chance, headshot damage, and optimal range. A really nice mini reflex sight. I actually have one of these on my MG5 as it is. So if you're looking for one, this is in West 46th Street checkpoint. In the Wolves Den safe house, we have again a really nice scope. This has got crit hit damage, accuracy, and crit hit chance on it. I'm actually going to pick up a couple of these for my MG5 build I'm using at the moment. I feel the crit hit damage and the crit hit chance is a major bonus to any weapon, and especially getting as much of it on an attachment is a good thing. So guys, this is in the Wolves Den safe house. There we have it guys, another weekly vendor reset done by myself. As always, I hope you enjoy these videos, and if you do, let me know by either clicking that like button or leaving a comment below. And if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with all things The Division, then make sure to subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.